first of all, thank you all for coming this morning. You know, those of you who know me know that I have a passion for this community, and in particular, I have a love of our historic Main Street. So we invited you here today because we want to share with you a journey that we've been on. Actually, our journey as a designated Main Street started almost 31 years ago. We celebrated 30 years last year. And, you know, the success of our Main Street has really been dependent upon that Main Street program, where we have had a commitment to historic preservation. We have had the realization that without a thriving downtown, we don't have a thriving community. And the other thing that we know for sure is that people love our Main Street. So that's our long journey, but let's talk about the journey that we've been on for the last 11 months. Last year, I had the opportunity to attend the National Main Street Conference in Seattle, Washington with Donna. And you know, it was quite an event and quite an opportunity to go there and hear about what all the other main streets are doing. And the theme of the conference was know how to tell your story. And you know, they were talking about know what makes you special and unique. Know what sets you apart. Know what makes you someone that others would want to come visit. And I began to think, and I can tell you, when the mayor calls the city manager and says, Judd, I've been thinking, that usually means work. So I began to think about all those things that are so special to us. And there was another session, and it was called the GAMSA Winners. And so I made it a point to go sit through that, and I listened to those, GAMSA, Great American Main Street Award. And so I listened to all those winners. I listened to their stories. And yes, their stories were great, but they weren't one bit better than our story. Maybe some of them came close, but they were not better. And so I got Donna in a corner and I said, we are a Great American Main Street Award winning Main Street. We need to tell our story to someone who wants to hear it. So we came back and we went to work. There was staff, Donna Dow, Melanie Truxell, our city manager, a plethora of volunteers who love our city, who want the opportunity to tell about our city, about our history, and about what makes us special and unique. So we made the decision to apply for GAMSA, the Great American Main Street Award. We had only one opportunity to wow them. And we put together what I believe is an award-winning application. And we began that with a video that tells our story. And we're going to start with that. And then we're going to share the rest of this journey. Denison, Texas, and I'm standing here in the heart of our city, our historic downtown.
where community spirit abounds and energy is palpable. In our beautiful downtown, you can enjoy specialty shopping, unique dining, a relaxing day at the spa, a cup of award-winning coffee, amazing loft living, and much, much more. Our city is investing millions of dollars to further enhance the heart of our city, and we like to call it Destination Downtown Denison. Our future is now, and we are enjoying some of our brightest and best days. We love our downtown, and we can't wait to share it with you. So what are you waiting for? See you soon in Denison, Texas, right here in the heart of our city.
Donna, are you up next?
Judd.
Oh, Judd, okay.
All right, so really appreciate the mayor's comments, and she is just dripping with passion when it comes to Main Street. I think we will all agree on that for sure. As we pursued this opportunity to apply for the Great American Main Street Award, it really was a great collaboration between the staff, mayor, our volunteers, the Main Street Board. Everybody was really supportive of this effort, and so we're excited today to share that we were notified that we were semifinalists for the award this year, one of 8 semifinalists. So I want to share we just literally just printed this out and got this information. So we want to share, of course, this exciting news with the community that Denison Main Street is as awesome as we think it is, and we have such a great story to tell when it comes to what happens on our Main Street and the people involved. And so I'll just share some information from the Great American Main Street Award folks. The Great American Main Street Award is a top honor with the Commercial District Revitalization Field. This is from the President and CEO of the National Main Street Center. These 8 outstanding semifinalists have demonstrated the impressive economic and community growth that is possible when commercial districts harness the power of the Main Street approach. They're a model for Main Street programs across the country working to achieve comprehensive preservation-based revitalization. And the 8 communities that are semifinalists this year are, of course, Denison, Texas. We'll say us first. Main Street, Evanston, Wyoming, Greater Ashmont, Main Street in Boston, Massachusetts, Main Street, Jefferson, Iowa, Main Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Main Street Association, Tupelo, Mississippi, and Main Street in Boyne City, Michigan. Sorry, I missed one more. Congress Heights, Washington, D.C. And so you listen to that list and probably some cities that ring a bell. We talk about our nation's capital in Boston, and Denison is in great company, and it's proud. I'm proud to be a part of Denison, Texas, and our Main Street is such a unique place. A few other statistics to share from the Main Street organization. The reinvestment statistics from this year's batch of semifinalists show the true impact of their hard work. Together, these 8 semifinalists have brought in over $1 billion in public investment and $500 million in private investment, generated almost 10,000 jobs, opened 459 new businesses, rehabbed 734 buildings, and logged just shy of 200,000 volunteer hours since their program's inceptions. So 2019 was really a big year for Denison Main Street. We celebrated our 30th anniversary. We saw some significant milestones in terms of revitalizing downtown. The Hotel Denison was purchased for redevelopment and many other things. So it's been a great year, and this really was just frosting on the cake for the city to find out that we're one of 8 semifinalists for the Great American Main Street Award. So kudos to the city council, the city, and everybody that makes Main Street possible for helping to make this happen. So Donna, we'll turn it over to you.
All right, so in the media release, I mentioned that there's a national conference coming to Dallas this May, and that will be held May 17th through 20th in Dallas, and Denison will be featured as part of that. We're going to host a tour on Sunday, and people will come by bus to Denison. We'll take them to the Eisenhower birthplace and show them off our great downtown. And then on Monday through Wednesday, we'll have educational sessions. And we have our mayor that will speak on Mayor on Main. And then we also have William Myers and Josh Massey that will speak on our food service incubator that's really unique in Denison. And so we're very proud of that. But also on Monday, they will announce the winners of the Great American Main Street Award. It's been 20 years since Texas has had a winner, and so we would like for the next one to be Denison. The 2 Texas cities are Denton and Georgetown, and those were in the 90s that they were named. And so just to put us in the same conversation with them is really an honor, because I think, of course, as everyone does, that they have just a wonderful downtown. And this is truly, every downtown is special. And we just feel that ours stands right there at the very top. And it was really fun this year as we tried to quantify how we do excel. It was a year of reflecting, as they said, the 30th anniversary, and it was a lot of fun to see some of the things we've done. As I think about it, it's going to be hard to ever top that, but then as I look at the last few months, it looks like we're on our way to doing even greater things, so I'm really excited about that. Some of the things that we have and that we're really proud of, we have a positioning statement that I'd like to read to you, and that will explain some of the outstanding things that we collectively do. It's not just the Main Street program, it's not just the city, it's the business owners, it's all our partners, and we're very grateful that everybody in Denison works to make up this great downtown. Downtown Denison is the home of over 200 independently owned businesses and plays host to 681 events annually. You'll love shopping, eating, and drinking in locally owned businesses while you stroll through the longest Main Street district in Texas. You'll enjoy 144 pieces of public art in downtown Denison and experience the energy of our spirited downtown, where we define uniqueness with our spectacular events and small town charm. So that's just one way that we quantify it, and we'd be happy, any of us, to discuss individually with you some of the other ways and some of the things in our application. But again, I think the things that were mentioned repeatedly by the panel of judges was the engagement of our citizens. it's always like 90 or above when we ask the citizens to come out and the downtown stakeholders and be involved in something. Like we had in 2012, we had a visioning process. And part of that was developing a new vision, which included that we wanted to win GAMSA. The Denison Main Street program will attain Great American Main Street status, utilizing the National Main Street 4-point approach, and harness a cohesive spirit of the power of volunteerism to achieve our objectives and preservation-focused downtown revitalization, so that we will be a pedestrian-friendly regional hub with many diverse activities, an eclectic blend of commerce, and a livable environment. So that was put together based on over 90 stakeholders working together to come up with our vision. And also our D3, Designing Downtown Denison, is a result of that. Again, they mentioned the Mayor on Main and several other things. D3 was mentioned as something that the judges were impressed with. Denison offers myriad activities with no economic barriers. This past year brought nearly 100,000 people downtown to events hosted by Main Street and its partners. Our loft living was something that was very important to them, and then also Operation Increase Occupancy. We have a thriving district today, but that's attributable to a lot of different people working together, developers, economic development folks, just a lot of different people to minimize the barriers to occupancy in our downtown buildings. And so we're very proud of that effort. And I think that concludes our comments. Again, we'll be glad to have conversations individually, and we appreciate you coming out. So we're going to enjoy this and keep our fingers crossed until May 18th.